Today we're going to talk a little about money in the arts, what it's doing there, what it's been doing to it. Those of you who want to see following thomasmerton.blogspot.com and you saw a little about my brand, you found out that the cross, it's not a religious cross. It means that art is a religion, not a business. And that's been my mantra for 40-some years. Art is not a business. It's a religion. Now, if you want, I talked about museums the other day, and that have their cafes and their stores. Well, take a look at this. This is from the De Young Museum in San Francisco, the Legion of Honor Museum in San Francisco. There's three major museums in San Francisco. There's the De Young, there's the Legion of Honor, and the Museum of Modern Art. This is from the Fine Art Museums of San Francisco, the De Young and the Legion of Honor. 20% off sale in their store. The biggest sale of the year at the De Young and the Legion of Honor museum stores, open during regular museum hours. You can have online orders, you can have phone orders, you can have fax orders. Include your credit card information, phone and membership number. See what I'm talking about? You'd think you'd get something like that from Macy's. Not from a fine art museum. They want you to buy their trinkets. Is that a place you expect to find true art? Not hardly. How did it get so bad? What happened? Art didn't start out that way. Money is new in the arts. It's the last, what, 300-400 years. Before that, artists were craftsmen, and they got paid to do a crafts work. But when artists became artists, quote artists, on their own, independent, looked at as something above craftsmen, money got in there. They started selling their works, so they become no more than talent for hire, that's all. Artists these days are just nothing more than talent for hire. They'll sell to the highest bidder. Their stuff, they don't cherish their stuff, they sell it. They put it in, remember the basket? They put the stuff in the basket and then they put a for sale sign on it. Sell it to anybody that wants to come over and take something out of that basket. I'm selling it. You can see that's the opposite of what I've been saying. That we're trying to put the stuff, we're trying to dedicate our lives to put stuff in there that's going to be catapulted into the superior art orbit. Not going to be for sale and sell it to the highest bidder and empty our boxes. Who wants to sit there and fill boxes so these people can have money and hang on their walls? I'm going to show you some more about the triangle law and how this happened. Remember the triangle law? Artist, artist, and subject, and aficionado. Aficionado now, that means devotee, an enthusiast. It's from the Spanish word fond of, but what it really means is somebody that is not just somebody that just pays casual attention to something. These are devotees. That's why I call them art aficionados. They're not just looking at art. They know something about it. They're supposed to know about the artist and the facility. Okay, what happened? We have artist, artwork. Down here we have critic. We have gallery. We have museums. And over here we have collector. We have investor. And we have corporate sponsor. In the law of triangle, as up in here, you remove any one of these and you don't have true art. So here we have artists and their artwork, critics, galleries, museums, collectors, investors, and corporate sponsors. This is what we have today in the art. We don't have the true art. What we have here is financial art or commodity art, which I call com art. Commodity art. Now, you can remove the artist. His artwork will still work. Still kind of, you can still sell it, whether anybody knows about the artist or not. If the critic says it's good, the artwork is good, it will sell to a collector. So we can remove and then we can remove the artwork too. Just sell the artist. He does a performance work. Critic says that's great. Collector will give him some money to do that. We can remove the critic, put the gallery, or the museum. We can remove the collector, or the investor, or the corporate sponsor. Any one of those three, but you have to have one of each of these in order to make the com art, which is what kind of art we have today. Now you go over to this museum that I just showed you, the card where they have the store and they're selling everything at 20% off. That place is full of com art. Not true art, com art. Do you follow that? The museum has artwork, and there's collectors or investors or corporate sponsors for that artwork. So that is com art, commodity art. So as we were trying to say, we want our art to get up into the superior art. This art gets sold off to anybody who'll buy it. They can pay $30 million for this thing. That empties that guy's basket out pretty fast, don't you think? And the only way this thing keeps going upwards is if all these three people stay together. If the artist and the investor, the collector, and the critic stay together, then that moves that one forward. Do you see that? Now we're going to pick up on this next week. We're going to talk some more about this. That's all the time I have today, so send me an email, go to my website.